Cord. Hey guys, good morning. It is now 11:39 Eastern Time. Welcome to the Evan Writer Show. I have here a friend who I have helped so many times in the past. He has not only overcome so much, he is strong and he is a true testament that even in the most difficult of circumstances, you can still be able to have a better future. So without further ado, I would like to introduce my friend, um, Peter.
How you guys doing? My name is Peter.
So Peter, so basically, I was gonna ask you, if you could just share the pieces of your story. If you could share, and if you could share, um, basically, um, um, if you could share to the audience, how you were able to overcome so much.
So basically, to start off, is that I began as a very unhappy child. I grew up in a household full of very hurt people and very, there's hurt people all around, and all of us have hurt each other in a variety of different ways. And no one was really spared from that. But and throughout my life, I would continue this cycle of kind of like hurt and get hurt and hurt other people as well. It would be very continuous and very profound. But I would say that there was no real, there was no real solution to it other than that I absolutely kind of stopped trying to fight anything, that I stopped trying to take matters in my own hands. Really, I became more sort of inclined to listen to other people. And like for instance, like during my most depressing moment of my life, my bottom, specifically, where I thought that everything was very much hopeless, like I was really faced with a lot. Like I was going to be arrested and possibly sent to prison. And and that's where my bottom end ended up getting me. And of course there are many other bottoms like that. Suicide attempts, I was even sexually assaulted. But throughout my time period, I the one thing that really kind of kept me from really kind of rehashing that cycle of hurt, be hurt, and hurt other people is probably quite possibly when I finally surrendered and decided to allow other people to help me and allow, like for instance, like now I'm one of many who of a rather than one of single, if that makes sense. Like I rely on other people immensely, from my church, from my community, from my support network, and many other people. I am, there's a saying that goes around that says you are not alone, or Yana, and I believe that immensely. Like no one is alone in
Yeah,
this.
that is true. That is true. And it's actually something that I even have, because every person has their own story. And I tell people that their past doesn't define their future unless they let
Mhm.
it. People have to understand that we all hold a pen. And and the saying is life is like a book. Each year, each chapter, each page fold. But it's up to you to keep on writing that pen because your story is not over.
Mhm.
So, and first of all, I think, even though I've seen you only a couple of times, I think you are a kind person who has a loving heart. Really, I
Mhm.
sincerely mean that. And I know, and especially now, everything going on in society, it takes so much to hold on.
Mhm.
Um, but so, um, I mean, I mean, for me, I'd have to ask, how did you, um, do you have like a higher power, or, you know,
Yes, I would say I do. I mean, I mean, I'm not sure if religion is kind of, or kind of talking about God is kind of taboo, but I mean, I do call him God. I call him the universe. I mean, whichever really is, but I mean, yeah, I do have a higher power.
Okay, okay. Now, also, you know, if there is, um, three tips of, if there's three tips that you could share to people, especially today, of how to stay course and how to stay strong, um, what would it be? Um, 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 and why?
Honestly, I would say that you would, well, first of all, I mean, definitely, because I mean, life is full of like these like kind of peaks and rises that kind of come, or like, peaks and kind of like downfalls. So I would first kind of suggest really kind of see where would you lie in that, so to
Okay,
say. Are you a person that generally gets lost in the kind of the peaks? Like, do you generally get very so intoxicated with it that you kind of lose track of everything else, like where you don't shower, or you don't take care of yourself, or you don't help yourself in any way, you just kind of focus hyperfixate on that, or and then you get so high up that eventually, the calm downs are either so extreme or you end up doing something really dumb, or even like when you're going downhill, I mean, where do you fall there? Like, do you kind of drown within that sort of do you drown in the peaks, in those downfalls where, like, you generally, you don't see anything but down, and you keep going down and down and down, and because I mean, I fall into both of those where I generally, when things are going really, really well for me, I will go way up and I'll ignore everything else. When things go straight down, I mean, I'm automatically turned to a pessimist, and I automatically only see the bottom, and like I'm narrowing towards the bottom, and soon enough my actions lead towards that. And I would say the second part is definitely call people. I mean, reach out.
yes.
You never know if someone is there to really be there for you. I mean, someone can definitely talk you off that ledge, like, of whether you're really going so high up or whether you're going so low down. And probably the third one is really just keep active. I mean, like my mentor likes to say, like, Goya, and that means, get off your ass.
Hey, I've heard that. I've heard that. That's very good. Wait, okay,
Yeah, he likes to say
that's
Goya a
very
lot,
good. I like that.
and I have a person, and I kind of did a little twist on it where I say Goma, which is get off my ass.
Hey,
So,
Peter, that's very good.
yeah, so Goya and Goma are definitely two other suggestions. Like, if you're feeling very horrible, go out and help somebody, or
Yes,
go out and give someone a call, maybe check in to see how they're doing, or just go out and do some do some chores or whatnot, or just, don't just sit there and kind of let the thoughts stew. And
exactly.
that's something I need to work on.
Yeah, honestly, same here, Lola, because because it may seem like I have it all put together, but I have battled so much, and I know you have too. But um, people have to understand in life, as you said, we have peaks and valleys, and even after we hit the peak, and even every time we hit a low valley, we have to keep on going. It's like it's also I was saying too. If you fall off the horse, just just get back on. If you stay off the horse, um, how could you ever grow?
Yeah.
Also, too, as you said, if we're down in the dumps, if we help someone, it also helps us in turn. Because there's a saying, it costs nothing to be nice. And if we help someone ourselves, we're like, wow, I've actually helped someone. It feels really good. Self-pride.
Mhm.
So that is so well said. And really, Peter, like I said, I've known you for since 2018, and I think I've come so far. come very far. No?
Thank
Um,
you.
of course. And also I was gonna ask if you know, if you could um give yourself a pat on the back. Good, good. Because like I said, because I think you've come very far. But wow, that was very good. Well, Guy, listen, um, um, even though it was even though it was a short video, this is all a testament that, as he said, to um, keep active and to either get off your ass and and just keep on going. After this is online, if you could share and like, subscribe, and also um, any type of feedback, it helps so much. All right, guys. Um, um, Peter, it was so awesome to speak to you. All right, and I'll speak to you guys soon. All right.
All right.
Let me just stop this.